What's up, Star Wars fans? How's it going? It's John. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video, I'm going to show you, this is a Vlix. This is a Star Wars Droids figure. Now, this, just full disclosure, this is a bootleg. This is not a legit Vlix because this is one of the rarest figures out there for Star Wars. And this figure came out in Brazil only, apparently, and it would never came out in the States. And so this is a really good reproduction of that figure. So I didn't nearly pay as much as what this original figure should be worth. That figure, I think it goes for like thousands of dollars. It's pretty crazy. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at Vlix, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's a closer look at Vlix. Now, as I mentioned before, the figure only was available in Brazil originally, and this is not the original. This is a reproduction. However, it's a pretty quality reproduction. The card feels like a legit card. If you take a closer look at the printing, it's a little light. Other than that, it looks pretty good. And the character himself, he has all the legs moves, arm moves. He's got the weapon, everything else, man. It's pretty good look. Now, Glasslight was a company in Brazil that that did produce the games for Kenner, not games, but figures for Kenner back in the day. The series itself for Droids, I believe it lasted for one season. There was 13 episodes plus one special from 85 to 86. It was part of an hour block with the Ewoks cartoon, which did last for one more season, a couple more seasons. There's more episodes of Ewoks. There were 13 figures released total in the Droid series. The two of them were repacks. So you had Boba Fett as well as A-Wing Pilot that were repacks, but they repainted C-3PO, they repainted R2-D2, kind of make it more look like a cartoony feel, which is pretty awesome. I do have C-3PO in box on card back. I don't have R2-D2 on card back, unfortunately. And any of these old school figures like Kenner, these were the last figures line of the original Star Wars, what we call vintage figures back in the day. And these came out again during 85, 86. And they're hard to find. They were limited in run. They weren't really sure how many of these they would sell, so they didn't make very many of these. Here's the other look at the other figures that were available back then. Okay, you can see that I think C-3PO looks really cool with the paint color scheme they have. R2-D2, and then there's this Tal Jabin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name or not. There were some, now these aren't canon necessarily, Droid cartoons, because I really wish that Disney would put these on Disney Plus, because I have a DVD that came out several years ago that you purchased that had like select episodes on them for both this and Ewoks. I do have a bootleg. Don't tell anyone I have a bootleg Blu-ray of the whole complete series of both series, and I've been watching with the kids, and they're fun to watch. I wish that Disney would release these on Disney Plus. I think they're cool, but there have been some mentions on it during the prequels, like Episode 1. They mentioned some of the planets, and there have been some mentions kind of tipping a nod to the Droids series, even though Disney doesn't really necessarily see them as canon today. This was the first kind of spin-off cartoon show for Star Wars. Now later on, obviously, there would be the Clone Wars and additional ones that were really popular, but this is the first one, and it was a cool block on ABC that they would play for both during the mid-'80s. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any of these figures, please leave a comment below. We'll see you guys soon, and may the Force be with you. Take care.